Hello everybody, this is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo, and today we are going to make a Halloween guitar string bracelet. Each month I do several collaborations, and today it's all about the collaboration that I do with Pirate Pretties. She gives us several options to do. One thing though that we have to do this month is we have to use the color orange. And then some of the options she gave us, we could either use silver or gold or gunmetal. We could either make an set of earrings or a bracelet. And she wanted to be Halloween themed. Use pumpkins or maybe like candy corn or something like that. And something else she suggested was a cat. So for the color orange, I'm going to use this orange guitar string. Isn't it cool? So not long ago when I got a batch of guitar strings, there were all these orange strings in there. Here's some more I had. I was so excited to get them, and I knew exactly what I wanted to do with this one. We're going to make a bracelet, and I've got this gunmetal color wire, and we're going to use this pumpkin. First thing I do need to do is put a split ring on it. So I'm going to use my split ring pliers and put it on. So we got that all ready. By the way, I just wanted to say something about this pumpkin. I've had this pumpkin for quite some time. It was something that was just given to me, and it was all messed up. It had black all over it. And I noticed the little loop up here, half of it was black, and I was kind of feeling at it, and it was rough. So I took a file, and I started just scraping it, and it came right off. And I thought, I wonder if the black on the pumpkin would come off. And so I started scraping at it, and it did. I'm glad I did that, because that's one reason I haven't used it for so long, because I just thought it looked bad, and I wasn't going to use it if it had a bunch of scratches on it. But it was just, for some reason, it just got dirty. But after I did that, after I scraped all that black off of it, I just took my polishing cloth and kind of cleaned it up a little bit, and we have a nice looking pumpkin here. So the first thing you want to do after you clean your strings, which I do have a video on how to do that, you want to unwind it, and you're going to put your charm onto the string, and then you're going to tie it, just like you would do the first part of tying your shoe. So the next thing you do is you're going to want to try it on to your wrist. I like mine a little snug, but you need to make sure you can get it over your hand. And it's a lot of trial and error here. Once you get it to the size you want, you need to make sure you hang on to this, and you can just start weaving your wire around. Once you've done that a couple times, you can let go. It's fine. And as you're weaving, you want to make sure that your charm is going to be on all the wires. If not, let me show you. If we were to continue to do this, see how it kind of looks weird? And it's not going to dangle very much once you get several layers on there. It will just make it really stiff. So you want to make sure that as you're winding, you're threading your wire so it's on all the wires, like that. So I'm going to continue to wrap this until I run out of wire. And every time I come to the pumpkin, I'm going to make sure to thread my wire through there. This is a pretty long string. A lot of the strings I use are not quite this long. Usually I continue until I run out of wire, but this wire is a thicker cord or a thicker string, and so as I go through, it was going to be too much and this charm was not dangling. So I'm going to stop right here and I'm going to cut it. Now, let me just address cutting guitar strings. You do not want to use your regular wire cutters. This is a very tough wire and it will ruin your good jewelry wire cutters. I know this from personal experience. It nicks them really bad. So I use memory wire cutters. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this about right here. And I'm actually going to use this. I could either use it as a keychain. Might be able to get a couple pair of earrings out of it, or I might even be able to make maybe an ornament or something out of it. But I'm going to keep it because I will be using that for some other project. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to get my wire. And I don't have a whole lot of wire here, so I'm probably going to use all of it. And I want to find the middle or the approximate middle. And then we have the two ends that are joining pretty close to each other. So that is where I'm going to start my wiring. I'm just going to start it off to the side here. And I'm just going to wrap. And you want to wrap as tight as you can. Now I want to make sure that I have enough wire to come back. Let me wire this a little bit. Okay, then I'm going to come back, and I like to kind of crisscross my wires. You can come up with your own design. You can make it look messy or whatever. Let me go down here for a little bit, and then I'll come back. Okay, once I get to the ends here, I just want to keep wrapping, and then I'm going to tuck my ends in so they're not going to scratch the person wearing the piece. See how they're sticking out there? You want to get your pliers and try to tuck them in as best you can so they are not poking out. And I just kind of feel right there. I don't feel anything poking out. Again, I don't feel anything poking out. Try to tuck everything under each other. But there is the bracelet. So I want to show you a couple of other things I've made with guitar strings that have to do with Halloween and pumpkins. I've made this little pendant. I just have a little jump ring there, and I'll just put a regular chain through there and wear it. Here's some more bracelets that I made. This time I used orange and, let's see, a thicker orange wire. This was a 20 gauge. This one was probably 18 gauge. And then I used probably a 26 gauge. Is that 26? Maybe 24. But a thinner wire. Kind of makes it look more like a spider webby. And then I just hung these really neat beads. We got candy corn, a little pumpkin looking thing, and a black crystal. And we have a set here. And I've made this little pumpkin. This is something I wear a lot around Thanksgiving. This looks more Halloween because of the jack-o'-lantern. But I have a Thanksgiving one also, or fall. And I've got earrings to match. And something else I did is I just made a little dainty pendant here that I can hang on a chain. And then candy corn. I've got some candy corn earrings here. Those look good with these. And then I've just got some lamp work pumpkins. Aren't those pretty? I just used a bead cap at the bottom and just hung them. So minus this piece, here are a lot of my personal fall themed jewelry. I do believe I may put this in the shop. Not sure. If you're interested, let me know. But I'm curious, do y'all have seasonal jewelry that you wear? Any Halloween, fall, spooky, harvest type jewelry that you wear? Let me know in the comments below. And I hope you check out all the other talented people in this collaboration. Their links are down below. I would really appreciate a thumbs up, but mostly I hope you all have a fantastically wonderful day. This is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo signing out for now. Bye-bye.